Hello, Catherine Ferris here, and today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on brand boards within GoHighLevel. All right, so here we are inside Marketecs Engine, which is our version of GoHighLevel. And from the main menu, we go to Marketing, and then we go to Brand Boards. And from here, we add a design kit. You could choose some of these pre-designed boards if you like them, but most of our clients are going to have their own logos, their own colors, all of that. So we're going to click Continue on Start from Blank. From here, you have a couple of options. First, I would rename it with your name or your business name. And then you're going to want to upload two versions of your logo here to use throughout GoHighLevel. You're also going to want to upload or change the colors. And if you have specific text that you like to use for your business or specific style text, it will make it much easier to use if you upload that here. You'll find it within different places in the system. It'll just be easier to find. All right, so let's start with the logo. We're going to click the little pencil to edit. And then we now have a brand boards in here. We do want to actually upload our items to the brand boards. You notice these, your logos are already here just because we hit that create brand board. These auto-populated. So now I'm going to click upload and find my logo in my drive on my computer. So once you find your file on your computer, you click open, and this is going to upload your file. You double click it to select, and you can see how it now brings that in. I would recommend the logos that you bring in here is basically like a horizontal or a vertical, something larger, and then more of an icon style logo for the second one. So same idea, click the pencil, go into your brand boards so that it will be saved here. Click upload. Once your icon comes in, double click it, and now you'll have that there. And you'll also have that uploaded so that you can use it for your favicon across your sites once you have that in your media files. So I think it's important to always have an icon in there. All right, so now we go to colors. You probably have specific color codes. So you may want to change the name here as well as change the color code. And you change the color code by just highlighting these hex numbers and letters, pasting in your specific color code, and hitting enter. And now you'll notice it updates here, and then you can add more colors. Gray actually is one of my colors, so I might just leave that one in there. And then obviously I have the colors of my logo here. Enter, there's my teal. Now, the other thing you can do is there are color pickers that you can choose. So if you have a logo or you're working on an account that has a logo and you're not 100% sure of the colors, there are some really good options for different color pickers that you can download. And you'll see that it zooms in and then it gives me whatever, and this has a variety of teals in there. So it gives me whatever color code I'm hovering over. I can click on it, it's copied, and then I can I just hit my escape key and I can add that as well. Don't want the double pound signs, enter, and there we go. There's another color. You can always hit delete if you want to get rid of some of these colors. All right, so then on to text. You can choose whatever text you like. You are limited to what's on this list. There is a lot of options here, but you may not find the exact option that is your brand font. In that case, you pick something similar, and you may even have to do a quick web search or ChatGPT search to find out what font is similar to the one you're using. And I'm just going to add a couple of them here, and you can see that it updates this brand board and really makes a nice little presentation there of what your branding is, and it's easy to see. And then I'm going to hit save. And when I go back, you will notice it now says Marketecs. It is the default because I only have one brand kit or one brand board in here at the moment. If you had more than one, you could pick the default. The other thing you can do in addition to colors, graphics, and fonts is you can do a brand voice. And this is where you would follow the prompts. I'm going to do from a URL, give it by name, and I'm going to use my website for this. To put in a quick description, my website, the name, hit continue. And this will take a few minutes to come up with a brand voice that can then be saved in here and utilized throughout the system as well. This actually did a pretty good job of entering in all of our information. It has all of our contact information and what we do. And then here under the brand identity and marketing positioning, it has target audience, pain points, promises, values. I could go through these with a fine-tooth comb and update them, but I'm actually pretty happy with this off the bat. So I'm just going to go ahead and save. And I'm going to go back, and now I have my brand voice entered as well. All right, so where do these things show up? One of the first places I'm going to show you is within emails. If I go to create a new email, one of the things I'm going to notice is that now my brand colors are right there, easy to pick from. Same thing happens when I add any of these elements in. I'm now going to have on this button, yes, there's default colors, which I can also change, but I can very quickly change specifically to my brand colors. And then when I go to add my image, to put a logo up at the top, I can choose from the media library. I can go directly to my brand boards, that Marketecs brand board that I created, and here we go. Now I have my logo, which I would make much smaller. All right, so that is how you create brand boards as well as utilize some of the options for brand boards within GoHighLevel. So I hope you found that useful. I hope you will utilize brand boards and make your life a little bit easier if you are a GoHighLevel user. If you're not a GoHighLevel user, I hope you will take a minute to click the link down below, learn more about Marketecs Engine and what we have to offer. Thanks.